Good afternoon and welcome to Match of the Day, in which we visit the third division to see leaders Lincoln City against Millwall, and by some mysterious magic we seem to have dropped in on the most dramatic first division game of the day, the local derby between Notts County and Nottingham Forest.
Christie. There's still danger here. Hunt forward. Chidosi.
Well, there's plenty of that sort of excitement coming up later, as well as the result of the November Goal of the Month competition.
Today's headlines: the Justin Fashanu saga is drawing to a close. Glenn Hoddle gives his verdict on the approaches by continental clubs. Bobby Robson faces a dilemma over a key England player, and there could be a shock in Jock Stein's Scottish squad to face Belgium.
Well, we start the action with Lincoln City against Millwall, both teams having made headlines recently. Lincoln for leading the third division and frightening the life out of West Ham in the Milk Cup, and managerless Millwall for threatening to end their own life at the Den if the hooligans didn't behave. But as you'll see, there was plenty of life in both of them yesterday. Your commentator is Barry Davis.
The famous Lincoln Cathedral, shrouded in the midst of December and of time, the third largest cathedral in the country, normally the dominant feature of this historic city since the cathedral was consecrated in 1092. It was 800 years later that the city's football team became founder members of the second division, and their successors of 1982 are doing their level best to regain that status. 4 points clear at the top of the third division with a 100% home record and a fine performance against West Ham United in the League Cup. They make just one change from the side that lost in the replay at Upton Park on Monday evening, introducing Gordon Simonite, signed from Blackpool, who becomes only the club's 14th professional. Among the opposition is an 18-year-old making his league debut this afternoon, Alan McCleary, who is captain of Millwall's youth side. It's a side without a manager, yet to win away, and this afternoon without Dean Neal and David Martin, both suspended following the fracas at Slough when they were beaten in the FA Cup. Barry Kitchener, who's been the man in the hot seat, the acting manager, wondering what the club's chairman is going to do about a new appointment. Colin Murphy will know quite a lot about that feeling from his days at Derby County. He's done a fine job here, 4 years with Lincoln City, bringing them out of the fourth division, and now suggesting a place for them waits in the second. The Imps, as they are known, wearing the red and white striped shirts, attacking the goal to our right. 34 games have gone since they last failed to score here at Sincilbank. The last team to prevent them from scoring was Millwall back in September 1981. Alan West. Here's Nicky Chatterton, who scored the one goal on that occasion. Paul Robinson, beaten by David Carr. West. Millwall starting the match with 4 forward. Number 4, Cockerill of Lincoln, we'll see playing as a forward. Massey. Trevor Peake, nicely taken on the instep. Hobson and Allardyce. Big Sam Allardyce. Trevor Aylott. Useful flick on. Comfortably taken by Steve Thompson. Referee this afternoon is Alan Seville from Birmingham. Hibbert. Neal. Hobson. And he's got his free kick. Although the linesman didn't indicate, the referee saw it as a foul. But he's pretty nippy, is Gordon Hobson, and likes to make diagonal runs at the defence. Hibbert to take it. 6 Lincoln players in the area. One of them was Peake. Here's Cockerill, did it nicely. And the second header was also from Peake. Nice skill by Cockerill. Made himself the room, got in a good cross, and it was a solid header on the near post, but wide. Robinson, offside. Simonite. That's a goal kick. Simonite started his career with Boston United and was taken up to Blackpool by Alan Ball. Now comes back further south. Rather calling for the ball. Robinson. Cockerell. Very nearly worked for him, but it would have been unintended. Hobson. Peak. Break his left side with Steve Thompson. And that's nice for him. He might well have given it away, but he didn't until the interception of Roberts. Stevens could have pinched it earlier, I felt. Came off Thompson to Hobson. That's a curler. And lands on the roof. A nice try by Gordon Hobson. Quite deliberate in intention. Curler that just went a little bit too high and landed on the roof of the net just behind the join of crossbar and post. Chatterton. A lot will want better service than that. Bell, Hibbard. That's one way of changing the angle of attack. Carr. No, he didn't need to do that, Robinson, and he's let Cockerell in. And surely somebody can sink it. Bell didn't at the first time of asking. Does at the second. Well, he swung both ways, but the second swing had the happier note. And it was Derek Bell's 14th goal of the season. But I don't really know why Robinson decided to let the ball run. His side were in trouble from the moment he did, although Bell needed 2 goes at it. So the sequence, which has run 15 months, has been maintained. Once again, Lincoln City have scored at home. Horrocks. Andy Massey. Peak, not a very good clearance. He's taking his time and he's used it well as McCleary. But nobody in the middle. Now West! Horrocks. Chatterton. Allardyce, it was too high for him, but not for Peak. But the whistle has gone anyway, as Carr seemed to be flattened off the ball. And West, hanging back, really had a thump at it, and Colin Murphy not very happy that his side was very nearly caught. Never more vulnerable than when you just scored. Allardyce in trouble. Here is Bell. Now Hobson. 4 Lincoln players forward. Hobson tries one. It was a good save. Neal blocked by Massey. The whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Although, judging from the look of 1 or 2 of the Millwall players, I thought for a moment that Mr. Seville had given a penalty there. West. Robinson. Aylott thought that he was fouled. Peak wants to be drawn too often forward by Aylott. Lincoln ball. Hobson. Turner. And Neil saw that early. Can he keep it under control? Yes, he can, and beautifully done. Real opportunist goal. Again, Millwall will feel it came from a defending error. But all credit to Neil, who saw the opportunity, moved swiftly, kept the ball under control when he was under pressure, and managed to poke it in with some venom. So Lincoln's second goal coming a minute before half-time. Offside. Neil's first goal of the season. His last was against Huddersfield in April. Peak. Bit high, but the referee was happy. It's a useful purchase at around £3,000 or £4,000. Lincoln keeping up the good work. 2-goal advantage. The second one scored by Neil, following the early effort by Derek Bell. And really the only moment of doubt came immediately following the first goal. Score at half-time, Lincoln City 2, Millwall 0. So to some applause, away go Lincoln City again, start of the second half. Simonite. David Felgate, who's only really had one moment of worry. Away by Allardyce. It's Neil, scorer of the second goal. Was the ball won first? No, it wasn't, according to the referee. Slight difference in physique, but there's no doubt which of the two is in control. Hibbard and Hobson on the ball. Simonite peeling away. A lot of movement from the Lincoln players, but the ball curling rather too close to the Millwall goalkeeper. Aylott, that's a good sideways header to West. And the slight hesitancy. And a good save by David Felgate. Had to get down well and wasn't too pleased that West was allowed to continue. Came from a good sideways header by Aylott. West running on, got in the shot in spite of the presence of defenders around. Everybody running the same way as Millwall got caught, having had their offside trap sprung. Here's out of the second half. Suggestion that the mist is beginning to descend. The afternoon's certainly getting colder, it's pretty raw. Well claimed by Turner. Cleary. Horrocks. Someone like making the forward run. Neil behind him. Cockerell. Neil. Carr. 6 players forward of him. This is Hibbert. Oh, that's a good try. The goalkeeper right on his 6-yard line followed the flight. Didn't actually have to take both feet off the ground. Cleary. Play by Andy Massey. And that's onside in spite of the appeal by Thompson. Aylott far post. Oh, and a fine goal. Massey the scorer. And they did that very well. Good cross and a good goal. 55 minutes and Millwall come back into contention. Horrocks providing the cross, which I think a lot of people expected to go to Aylott, but Massey had continued the forward run, got there first and tucked the ball inside Felgate's right-hand post. So 2-1. And signs of noise from Millwall supporters. Thompson. It's a chase for Cockerell. He's very quick. They're not looking again, and again winning. Chatterton, Massey. His goal has changed the game. Chase again for Cockerell. Gaining all the time, he really is quick off the mark. And a determined battler. Sort of player that managers love to have. Nothing is ever a lost cause. Really, when you look at the pace that he has, it does make you wonder why he hasn't played at a higher level. That's too short. Aylott. Really controlling the Millwall attacks, Trevor Aylott. And indecision once more. Neatly done. Not enough on it though for Bell. Carr. Cockerell, that's a good header. And the goalkeeper committed, denies Hobson. Hobson again, teasing them, and he's kept it in. And here is another more than useful player. And I think that we've seen, in spite of the fact that Sanson ended that particular attack, we've seen why this side went so close against West Ham United. That may be slightly extreme, but it is that sort of day. Presumably parked his motorbike outside. Aylott. Chatterton, he kept it in. And he resisted the challenge. The linesman is flagging. A little bit unlucky there because the tackle was certainly late. Mr. Seville trying to play the advantage. coming long from Roberts. I wonder the header was straight down. Horrocks! Well, he flashed on it as he had to, really. These long throws from poor Roberts causing the problems. It was a bad header down, but Horrocks had to flash at it and was leading back, and the ball went skywards. Chase for Cockerell. Corner. And it is what is known as end-to-end stuff. Peake does what Allardyce did a few seconds ago. Thompson keeps him company. And the two are there together. Peake, Thompson! Magnificent save on the line! And somehow it stayed out, but now it's gone in. The clearance off the line was by Robinson, but Cockerell in the end is the scorer. Well, he did so well. A marvellous save by the fullback, but the ball curling viciously, and Cockerell was able to put it in. So with 74 minutes gone, the leaders have restored their 2-goal advantage. And Barry Kitchener must feel rather disappointed because his side have made a very good comeback with a much more positive approach. And Colin Murphy can now relax a little bit. Chatterton. Massey. Chatterton again. Well, each man prepared to die for his team. Hobson. Cockerell. Free kick against Allardyce. Neil will take. Peake goes forward. Maybe Allardyce got away with a slight projection off the back of his opponent. West. Horrocks. And Chatterton slightly in each other's light. Thompson. Hibbert making sure it didn't run away from him. And another success for Colin Murphy's team. He never saw this as being an easy match, but his team have won it by 3-1. And we've seen some fine play. The third goal coming from Glenn Cockerell, ending a good comeback by Millwall. Hobson again with some interesting, very intelligent running. And we've seen why Lincoln City are where they are and why they have the record that they have. They were, though, questioned when Massey made it 2-1, but the final outcome, the 2-goal advantage restored. Lincoln City 3, Millwall 1.
Well, that win puts Lincoln 5 points clear at the top of the table, and although Millwall were far from disgraced, they've still got a long haul in front of them. In the old days, footballing cricketers often made the news, from Dennis and Leslie Compton, Willie Watt, even back to Patsy Hendren. But if you said fullback Phil Neal, not many people would call to mind yesterday's goalscorer.
Do you think this side could go places if the backup could be found?
I think it could, certainly. Last year we were very disappointed not to go up. Fulham just pipped us, and you only have to see what Fulham are achieving this year. We feel that we could have done the same, going straight up into a higher division.
That might, though, create problems for you if the side goes further and further. Would it curtail your cricket a bit?
Well, there are problems in that area. Obviously, it's difficult, particularly now being captain at Worcester. I'm expected to be there all the time. and it was a bit difficult last year, but we treat that situation as it comes up. Hopefully we'll have won promotion before the end of the football season.
But there aren't many of your breed left, are there?
No, I think I'm about the only one left, but I'm pleased to be the only one. I'm proud to be the only one. I just want to continue doing both as long as I possibly can.
But is it difficult?
It is difficult. It creates problems with not having a break at all and the overlaps of the seasons. But I've been lucky that the two clubs have always had the situation and they've always been willing to work around it, so hopefully it can continue.
Well, you'd be upset if I didn't ask you about your goal, because it is your first of the season.
It is, yes. I had a bit of a bet with the other fullback, actually, who would score first, but he says that one doesn't count because I was playing in midfield.
Hobson. Turner. And Neil saw that early. Can he keep it under control? Yes, he can, and beautifully done.
Well, we select our skill spot from that match and take a look at the capability of Glenn Cockerell, emphasising his speed of thought and his two-footedness. This Simonite free kick here is headed out, and I like the sense of purpose with which he gets on to the ball as it drops at his feet and attacks the defence immediately. He likes to get the far side of defenders. There's the control with the right foot, but before it drops almost, or just as it drops, he beats his opponent with a left foot skill, then's got to work very hard to turn and hook that ball up on the near post, making a good opportunity there for Peake to head it past that same post. He took the eye at West Ham in the Milk Cup for his strong running into the other half of the field, and he does that here, but at the same time shows his speed of thought as he reads fullback Robinson, number 3's mind. He thinks he's the one doing the dummy, but he's not, because Cockerell's read it and then slips it through the second defender's legs and lays on the perfect chance for Derek Bell. You could euphemistically call this coming up a dummy, but he makes no mistake with the second one and holds out finally. And Glenn's manager, Colin Murphy, knows only too well his true value.
Well, I mean, he's quick and he's strong, and I think that, and he wants to attack, he wants to get in behind people, he wants to shoot. The boy just loves playing football. He likes training, and he gets a lot of teamwork, a lot of link up with the other players. Our assistant manager, John Pickering, he does a lot of work with him in training, and I think it's all paying off.
And you got money for him once, didn't you? And
yeah,
then
we
got him back again.
Yeah, we
for...
got £100,000 for him. Sold him for 100, bought him back for 40. So I think, look up, Glenn, you might be down the road again shortly.
And if you did go up, how would you survive in Division 2?
I might be able to work at Christmas. No, I mean, if we go up, I mean, I can only do what the resources are here to do. I think I've done about as much as I can on fresh air. If we go up, players maybe will need rises. We will need a couple of players. We will need to develop one or two things. But
and where
maybe,
will it come from?
I don't know. I'm looking up there. Well, maybe we've got an anonymous benefactor somewhere.
Well, there's a twist. Help needed from above as a result of going up. Where's it coming from for the relegated clubs, I wonder? Well, now it's time for our stirring First Division game, the local derby between Notts County and Nottingham Forest, and your commentator is Alan Parry.
It's not the biggest local derby, but many feel it's one of the best. Nottingham may lack the intensity of the big football cities, but this match has a reputation for open attacking play and a curious statistical twist. Forest haven't lost here in their last 5 league visits, while County are unbeaten in 5 trips to Forest ground. And both come to today's game in good form. County have lost only once in their last 7 games, and that was against Liverpool. They won 2-0 at Brighton last week, and not surprisingly, name an unchanged team. But Brian Clough is forced to make a late change in the Forest side. Goalkeeper Van Breukelen has a knee injury, and he's replaced by 21 years old Steve Sutton in his 4th game of the season. Forest in the midst of their finest spell since the late 70s. They haven't lost a First Division match for almost 2 months, and they are also in the quarter-finals of the Milk Cup. A curious situation for Justin Fashanu today, still officially a Forest player, but with the possibility, though now remote, of joining County. No wonder who he'll be cheering for. Today's referee, David Scott of Burnley in Lancashire. Well, a league derby, still an unusual event in Nottingham. These two have met many times in the local County Cup over the years, but this is the real thing. It's County in the black and white stripes, already under pressure. Phil Klein and Richards combining to trip Gary Birtles, and that's an early free kick to Nottingham Forest in the red jerseys, Notts County in the black and white stripes. So early danger in the shape of Willie Young, who's come forward into the Notts County penalty area. just on the right-hand side of your picture. A danger that County know about only too well. Robertson with the kick. What a very good effort. So with the defenders having a wary eye on Willie Young, Robertson chose to curl it right-footed towards the angle, and it was only just wide of target. Mayer the target on the far side. And the ball won by Proctor at the expense of a throw-in. McCulloch finding Christie, who returns it to him. Good-looking cross. Swain clear. And that's a corner. Sutton marshalling his defenders as Chidosi prepares to take the kick. Oh, it came off the defender, and it's a goal. Notts County go into the lead. It was flicked on, and McCulloch it was who met it on the far post, and the ball nestling in the back of the net before Sutton could even get his first touch of the game. Only 2 minutes gone then, and Notts County are in the lead. What a setback then for Nottingham Forest, the form team of the moment, and that really will set the crowd alight. Benjamin forward to Chidosi, whose corner caused those problems. It really was a wicked corner, floated in, seemed to skim off somebody's head on the near post, and McCulloch met it on the far post. And a lovely goal. Chidosi. Straight at gun, and now Robertson, and now Birtles. Proctor on the right, but intercepted by Mayer. Todd. Young beaten in the air by Christie. Gunn got it clear. Hunt tried to get the shot in, blocked by Swain. Hunt again. Benjamin. Back for Chidosi. Willie Young's ball surely. Here's Wallace. Balled by Hooks. And all the passion you'd expect of a local derby in these opening minutes. Passion fired, of course, by that early goal. Proctor for Forest. Hodge on the right. Swain overlapping. Straight to Chidosi. Bad clearance, though. Wallace is onside here. What a superb goal by Wallace. The county players are standing complaining, but Ian Wallace got on with the job, and what a good job he made of it, too. An amazing goal, the ball ricocheting between those three players on the edge of the county area. But look how high it was when Forrest, somehow in the shape of Wallace, somehow got up and got his leg over the ball and into the back of the net. 2 goals in the first 6 minutes then. Notts County 1, Nottingham Forest 1. What a start to this Nottingham derby. So, we could not have asked for a more eventful opening than this. Kilcline to Benjamin. Worthington. Looking for Christie. Young. McCulloch. Christie. There's still danger here. Hunt forward. Chidosi. It could easily have been 2-1. The ball played into the box, and Forrest seemed incapable of dealing with the danger quickly. Hunt poked the ball through, and Chidosi with the first-time shot swinging wide. Swain. Proctor. Wallace, Bowyer. Good interception again. And County, when they do break very quickly indeed. Chidosi. The old-fashioned way of beating a fullback. And a good-looking cross. Well, you don't often see that these days. Chidosi pushing the ball around the fullback rim gun and beating him for pace. And though the cross was enticing, it was too far away from the attackers to count. Klein beating Birtles. Hodge. Here's Worthington for County. McCulloch. Todd behind him. Hooks. Hodge back again. Covers a tremendous amount of ground. Swain finding Birtles. Robertson. This is Hodge. Robertson seeing the run forward by Swain. Hodge, 2-1. But the goal disallowed. The linesman's flag raised instantly, almost as Hodge hit the ball. Swain spotting the situation. Played the ball quickly through to Hodge, but even as he struck it, the linesman on the far side raised his flag, and offside the verdict. Blatant foul by Bowyer, and Jimmy Cyril quick to intercept what he felt might have been an explosive moment between McCulloch and the Forest captain. The experience of an old head in Jimmy Cyril, really saving certainly his own player then from a possible worse fate than that which will now befall Ian Bowyer of a booking. And how good to see a manager quick to intercept an explosive moment, because McCulloch looked as though he might be thinking of retaliation, and his manager made sure he didn't. Hunt beaten by Proctor, but wins the throw. Flicked on by Christie. This is Swain. Birtles. Wallace. Did well, but had no support. And lovely calm play, although it was for a moment by Richards, and he dwelled a little too long on the ball. Bowyer. Bowyer in the midst of some furious challenges, and has clearly upset one or two of the County players. Ian Bowyer, the Forest captain. Here's Wallace. Birtles was offside. But Ian Bowyer has been involved really from the opening minutes of this game in one or two angry exchanges with County players. He's been booked, he's already been sent off once this season. He'd do well to calm things down. Christie did well. And so did Todd, but it comes to Chidosi, and here's McCulloch in the clear. Can he finish? What a good save, Chidosi! And the young goalkeeper, Steve Sutton, saved Nottingham Forest then. McCulloch in the clear with that lovely through ball. It wouldn't sit down for him first time, but it still looked a goal was on when he took it to the right. How well Sutton did to save, and Chidosi hitting the rebound wide. And Brian Clough and his team know they're in a game here. Klein, so dominant when the ball is in the air. What a good flip by Chidosi. Nair. Good looking cross. Here's Christie, left it to Hooks. And what a good decision that was. What a lead goal by Notts County. And it all stemmed from Klein on the halfway line with the ball. Two other players were involved. The ball ran through. Hooks hit it into the corner of the net. And Notts County deservedly are in the lead, 2-1. 37 minutes gone, and Notts County get the goal they deserved. And it all stemmed really from the dominance at the back of the huge centre-half, Brian Kilcline. was his clearance that set up the goal. What a beautiful goal it was. This is Todd in the final minute of the first half. Christie doing his job well, pressurising Todd all the way. Birtles flick. Can Wallace get clear of Kilcline? He can he finish? No. Can Hodge? No. Incredible incident. Wallace getting clear of Kilcline. He couldn't finish. The rebound fell to Hodge, and he could do no better either. The deflection taking the ball for a corner. So the excitement continues into the final seconds. Birtles did so well. Young, yes, 2-2. What a first half this has been. And it all stemmed from John Robertson's throw on the left. County had their opportunities to get the ball clear, but never did so effectively. The ball dropped on the ground, and Willie Young thumped it home. In the final seconds of the first half, Young has made it. Notts County 2, Nottingham Forest 2. What a match, what a derby. Abramovich, having done well enough in the opening to that incident, finds himself beaten and finds the first half ending almost where it began, on a high note. Applause from the whole of the crowd, and the Nottingham derby living up to its reputation for flowing football. 2 goals apiece, so many other talking points as well, and one can only say the second half can't start soon enough for this crowd at Meadow Lane. So Forest get us underway in this second half. They're attacking the goal to our right, and the attitude and adventurous spirit of both teams in that first half, absolutely exemplary. And already in this second half, Chidosi forward, but Christie offside. Linesman flagging, although the referee saw him and his waved play on because Sutton had possession. Birtles, Bowyer, Hook's clearance, but Birtles again, a fine ball for Robertson. Now then, can he take on Benjamin? Chidosi is there as well. Rolled in for Gunno, and the shot charged down by Richards. Robertson again, but offside. Here's Worthington. Over the midfield again. Well, that was surely an unnecessarily late challenge by McCulloch, and the fight breaks out between he and Swain, and the referee will have to act strongly here. I'm sure McCulloch was guilty of an unnecessarily late challenge on the goalkeeper, and Swain reacted angrily. What will Mr. Scott decide? Certainly a booking. Swain at the moment has got away scot-free. I'm sure the referee will at least have a word with him. The goalkeeper, meanwhile, lying injured. And a booking seems to suffice as far as Mr. Scott is concerned. And in view of the explosive atmosphere there always is in a ground for a local derby, that was probably good refereeing. Away by Worthington. This is McCulloch. Chidosi in support. Almost tripped over the ball though. Looking for Christie here. Swain won it. This is Hooks. Christie. Oh, what a remarkable goal by Trevor Christie. Nottingham Forest stood and watched as Christie had all the time in the world to turn full circle and push that ball through the legs of the goalkeeper and into the net. Notts County 3, Nottingham Forest 2, and top scorer Trevor Christie gets his 7th goal of the season. He scored in both matches against Forest last season, and he's done the trick again today. So County 3, Forest 2, and this remarkable local derby takes another remarkable turn. Worthington. Strange thing was that Forest had probably had their best 15 minutes of the game at the start of this second half, and now they find themselves going a goal down. And there's to be a substitution, as you can see, by Nottingham Forest. The Scottish under-21 international Colin Walsh will come on, and the player to go off, I think, will be Mark Proctor, who has taken off in the Milk Cup tie against Brentford in midweek. And indeed, he is the man to go off again. Had a bit of a disappointing game, Proctor. And Colin Walsh, who scored 3 goals this season, will attempt to get a 4th and bring Forest back into the picture again. It's Christie, and that's McCulloch. And McCulloch rather wildly lashing out then at Grimgun. And that could be real trouble for McCulloch, who's already been booked and will surely have to go off if the referee feels that that challenge on the Forest player was worthy of it. And Ian McCulloch, who started this game in the most stylish manner with a goal after only 2 minutes, finishes it prematurely with a sending off. And to make matters worse, with the dressing rooms now behind the goal, it's a long and lonely walk or trot for Ian McCulloch. Worthington. Willie Young. Here's Worthington again. Down the line for Mayer. Good effort! And it's grazed the post. What a good effort by Gordon Mayer. The Forest defence retreated. He used the space well and really caught that left-footed shot, which grazed the upright and went wide. Birtles. Walsh on the left. This is Benjamin, though. Held his ground well. Birtles. Very little room for him then. Gun beaten by Benjamin. This is Walsh. Gun is with him. Cleared by Christie. Swain decides to go it alone. The idea was right, but didn't quite come off. And Swain out of position as the ball is thumped forward. Chidosi against Sutton. Oh! Heart in the mouth time as far as Nottingham Forest were concerned. Clever play by Abramovich, who realised what was on, thumped it forward. Chidosi, trying to lob the goalkeeper, succeeded, but beat the post as well. Swain, the man out of position, having tried to make the break himself at the other end. Birtles again. Wallace, Richards behind him. We're into the final minute of normal time. Forest free kick. Robertson tried to tee it up, but failed. Todd, the only defender back. Swain beaten by Mayer, and then took his own retribution after the whistle had already blown for the Forest free kick. Seconds remaining, 3-2 to County at the moment. Robertson for Nottingham Forest. Bowyer, here's Wallace, and Ian Wallace, who's had a tremendous season and scored some tremendous goals. This is a marvellous opportunity to equalise. The ball placed down to him exactly where he would have wanted it, but Wallace right underneath the shot, and will County now feel that victory is theirs. The referee has looked at his watch. Todd, and that's the final whistle. And who can deny Notts County their joy? For so long in this city, they've lived in the shadow of Nottingham Forest, former league champions, former European champions. But now, with a famous victory, they've put the old enemy in their place. And Nottingham Forest's 2-month run undefeated in the First Division comes to an end in an eventful and exciting game. County holding on for the final 27 minutes with only 10 players for a 3-2 victory that will be talked about for a long time.